Hey guys, so I kind of realized that I've been posting a lot of random vlogs just about me moving and the trips I went on before I moved, and yeah, like I said, pretty much just random stuff. And so I figured it was probably about time that I actually got back in front of the camera and sat down and made a different kind of vlog. So this one is going to be about what I'm planning to do to improve my life since I've moved. I've officially rerooted and I am in Wyoming in my apartment that is all mine. So I figured I haven't really gone into a whole lot of detail about my plans on improving myself. So that's what this video is going to be about, and I hope you enjoy. So I plan on improving myself in two major areas. The first one being my mental health. It sounds really broad to say, oh yeah, I'm just going to improve on my mental health. Well, as I stated in my intro video, I do suffer from different kinds of anxiety, depression, and some disordered eating habits as well. So those are the three main areas of focus that I'm going to be working on. So as far as my anxiety goes, I'm planning on working on being more social. Already since I've been here, I have taken a little bit, little steps to try to work on that. I haven't been here very long, just a few days, so haven't gotten terribly far with that, but I have done a couple things. I went out to lunch with my ex-step-grandmother, and I'm going to her jewelry party the week after next. So something a little small, but they were two things that she asked me to do, and I went ahead and said yes just to try to improve on my social anxiety. Now, my anxiety in general, there's probably no direct path on how I can improve on that. That is just going to be something that takes time. But there are things that I can do to work on that, which one of them is going to be meditation. I use this app called Headspace, and it is a guided meditation app. And you start off with doing a week, and for that first week you do 10 minutes of guided meditation. Or is it 10 days? It's either a week or 10 days. And then the second week or 10 days is you pick 10 or 15 minutes, and then the third week you pick 15 or 20 minutes. Yeah. And it's just a really, really great app. You don't have to pay to use the first either week or first 10 days of it. You do have to start paying for it after that, and they have different options as far as that goes. But I do the $12 a month one, and it works really well for me. It does help me calm a little bit, and it helps me focus on my breathing, which is a really big part of dealing with anxiety, is trying to control your breathing. So hopefully in that will help as well. Another thing I plan on doing for my anxiety is getting into a really good yoga regimen. I do enjoy yoga. I've done hot yoga, I've done regular yoga, I've done aerial yoga. I enjoy all kinds of yoga, so I definitely intend to get more involved with doing yoga again because I really do enjoy it, and it is something that makes an impact on my life. So that's a little bit about what I'm planning on doing with my anxiety. I don't have an exact set plan for everything I'm doing yet. It's all just going to be kind of, it happens as it happens. So for my depression, that one's a little bit more tough. I haven't really gone into a whole lot of detail. I just realized that I said more tough and I meant tougher, and if I don't correct myself now, it's gonna drive me crazy. So tougher. Anyway, I haven't really gone into a whole lot of detail about my depression. I do genuinely come off as a pretty happy person, and I think that depression is very different for a lot of people. So some people are really good at putting on a happy face and acting like everything's okay when it's not, and others really do wear their hearts on their sleeves. So it's very different for everybody, and there's different kinds of depression, and it affects people differently. So one of the ways that it affects me is it does make me not motivated at all. Like, I don't feel motivation to do anything. And so I probably sound like I am very motivated, but it's easier said. It's easier to say that I'm motivated and act like I'm motivated than to actually feel motivated. So even vlogging, it takes motivation, and my depression takes away almost every ounce of motivation I have. So with the little bit of motivation that might be there, I pretty much grasp it and I put it into doing anything that sounds motivating at all. So vlogging right now is great. I do feel somewhat motivated to vlog, so I'm just kind of running wild with that. Um, so working on my motivation is a big thing, because the more I get motivated to do things, and the more I'm doing them, the less likely I am to just sit around and not do anything. So that's a big thing, is just working on that motivation. Depression is a tricky thing, and I don't, like I said in my intro, I don't take any medication for either anxiety or depression. So it's going to be a lot of other things and trying new things. So a couple other things that I plan on doing for my mental health are doing some journaling or like book work type stuff. So I have one thing that I plan on doing more, which will help with my anxiety as well, is the mindfulness coloring book. I'm trying to find markers or pens that don't bleed through, so if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know, because I don't really like to color with colored pencils if I can avoid it. The second one is a workbook called How to Be Happy, or at least Less Sad, and this is by Lee Crutchley, and this is just a workbook for a lot of different things you could do. You draw and you answer questions. So let me open them to a random page. Okay, so a random page in here looks like this, and this side says a message you'll never send, and then a message you'll send today. So it's just a little example of the kinds of things that you will do in this workbook. The next one is the You First Journal by Leah Michelle, and this is full of different kinds of questions about your family, relationships, fitness, exercise, your role models, goals, different things like that. So I'm really excited about this one, because I think it will definitely help with motivation, just because you answer so many questions and you really get to learn a lot about yourself. So that's pretty cool. And then the last little journal bookwork I have is the Design the Life You Love book, and it's a step-by-step guide to building a meaningful future. And so this is kind of similar to the How to Be Happy book, where you get to, draw and write. This is a little web that I get to fill in about my life. There's questions, spaces for drawing things, different kind of writing prompts and drawing prompts. So I'm really excited about that. My sister got me this one for my birthday, and it's something I really wanted, so I'm really excited about that. So those are a couple of things that I plan on doing for my mental health. It's not a lot, and I'm hoping to come up with more as I go, but like I said, it's not a lot right now. It's a process, and it's something I'm going to have to work on. But I think the things that I've named for my mental health are things that are going to at least contribute, and then as I go, I'm sure I'll update more with the new things that I'm kind of figuring out. So the next part of what I plan to do to improve my life is bettering my physical health. I am in okay shape. As a personal trainer, I should be in a lot better shape, I won't lie. And it's kind of discouraging in a way to be a little bit more out of shape as a personal trainer. So I'm going to be working on weight loss. I haven't weighed myself in a while, so I don't know what exactly my weight loss goal will be. But I have a lot of tools and I have a lot of resources to getting in really good shape, and I have all these resources from being a trainer. So it's like, okay, I know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it. And when you're bogged down from stress of moving and different things like that, I got off track because of being under that kind of stress. And so now that I'm starting to get more settled, and as I get more settled and things in my life get a little bit more organized, that will come as well, because trying to force yourself to lose weight while you're trying to force yourself into doing other things is really difficult, and I don't recommend it. So I'm going to be working on that, and I think starting probably next Friday, I'm going to be doing a vlog segment called Fitness Fridays, where, sorry about that, the camera cut me off, and then I started dealing with some other technical difficulty issues, so if the lighting looks different, it probably did change a little bit because it's been a little bit since I recorded the first part. Anyways, like I was saying, Fitness Fridays. Every Friday I'm going to post a vlog, more formal like this, me sitting down in front of the camera, where I just talk about how my fitness journey is going, things that I'm doing, and things that are working, things that aren't working. The first one will be next Friday, and that one is going to be my goals and kind of a plan. As far as my course of action for what I'm going to do. So losing weight is something that I have tried several times. You name it, I've tried it when it comes to weight loss. So, and it's always been such a factor on my mental health. So while I'll be doing other things to work on my mental health, losing weight isn't only to benefit my physical health, it's also to help my mental health, because I've noticed that the times where I'm in a really good regimen of working out and eating a lot better, I do feel better mentally. My depression is a lot lighter. My anxiety isn't there as much. I do feel better in general. So it's something that's really important to everything. And this is, with me living alone, I actually really get to take focus on that. I really get to put my all into it because I don't have to see what other people are eating. I don't have to worry about what other people want to eat or anything like that. I get to just focus on me. And so I'm going to get back into running. I'm a runner. I do enjoy running. I run on the treadmill, so I have to figure out a gym membership type situation at some point. I also, like I said, I'm going to be doing yoga, and that's really good for your muscles. And I'll probably once I kind of get back into the regimen of running, I'll probably start incorporating more lifting and things like that. But it's going to be more of a high intensity type weightlifting, so super sets and circuits and things like that. And if you guys want to see any of that or anything, let me know. I can go over that. It's just stuff I've learned as a trainer that seems to work pretty well. And doing hiking, I really want to go hiking as well. I live in Wyoming, and so hiking and rock climbing, things like that are very popular here. So that's something I really want to get into as well. So that kind of stuff, I will cover as we go. The first Fitness Friday video is just going to be, the plan, the goals, and then after that, it'll be what I'm doing and all that fun stuff. So it's time to take that a lot more seriously. I really just got to get into better shape. It's only going to help me in every aspect of my life, I can tell you that much. I'm a person who doesn't have a lot of confidence because of it, and so I know that as the weight comes down, my confidence does go up a lot, which is awesome. And so I got to get that going again, just because it'll help me in every part of my life. So yeah, I know this video is it kind of sounded all over the place, maybe just because it's really hard to put yourself on a direct path, especially when it comes to your mental health. It's a little bit easier to set a plan for when you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to get into a fitness regimen or whatever, but mental health is different. So those are just some of the ideas I have for my mental health at this point. I definitely plan on finding more and doing more, but that's all I have right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it was a little random, but I will update with everything as I go, and I'll keep making the regular vlogs for when things happen. I haven't been here long, so not a lot has happened, but as they happen, I definitely will, make more of my regular vlogs and then more sit-down vlogs like this. I got the Fitness Fridays. I'm thinking about doing some kind of a mental health one weekly as well, and then so I'll have like the mental health one, the Fitness Fridays, and then maybe 2 or 3 just normal daily regimen type vlogs, like as I have been. So I'm still thinking about the mental health one, and I will obviously update and let you know if that's going to be a thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.